Hello, good morning or good evening. It depends on where you are. My name is Hope. If it's your first time tuning into my page, this is a place we come to learn, to grow, and make a difference. I am doing well today by God's grace, and I believe it's the same thing for you. So today, let's talk about being ambitious but not anxious. You know, it's a common trend we have been seeing these days, whether on the news, in our families, in our circle, that people are driven, they are go-getters, and those things are encouraged, right? But we have to take a break and analyze before we can fall into depression. So that means at some point, over ambitious, it drives you into anxiety without knowing it, because comparison kicks in. You know, you start seeing other people maybe who are doing exactly the same thing you are doing. They are driven, they are working, maybe the results are not the same, and then the anxiety kicks in. So let's make sure we maintain that check and balance. There are a few things we can do. Number one, for those of you who are Christian, take time to analyze and see that as a child of God, the God that I pray to is capable of giving me the peace that surpasses all understanding. That's what the Word of God tells us. So ask Him for that peace in your ambitious journey, in your journey to get certain results or certain success that you are desiring. A second thing that I thought about is goal setting. Have achievable goals maybe every day or every week, because overcommitment will make you fall into that state of being anxious because you did not attain a certain level of achievement you wanted. It's an exercise that we can all learn to do. Break down the goals into attainable, achievable timeline. So that is the second point, your time management. In the time management, there are things you say no to, and there are things you say yes to. So you make time by subtracting things that you used to do before you add more. Those are exercises that we can do, especially for someone who is starting a new project, a new business. It's very crucial to align your time with your new priority, because your new project now is your new priority. And that, because everyone gets 24 hours, that requires you and it requires me to remove other things that used to occupy that time. And it takes energy, it takes courage, it takes effort, but we can do it. Another thing is to keep a positive perspective, the mindset. You know, it's a cliche word that we use these days, but if we train ourselves to control what we think about, because no one else will see what we think about, but that negative talk, that mindset that shows you that you cannot do it, that shows you that you are running out of time, or that even though you have clear goals and you have your time management, you are trusting your God and you are praying, there is a little self-doubt out there that remains. We have to make it an exercise, a daily exercise, to check our thoughts, to actually choose our thoughts. You know, we used to think that whatever thought comes to mind, we did not decide it. But we can actually decide among those thoughts that come to mind, which ones will I put in me and which ones will I reject. So we become more like filters. You know, when you're using a filter, there are things that, you know, the debris that you will not use in your liquid that you want to collect, those you will dump them. So that's how we can practice filtering our thoughts and working on our mindsets.